So I want to talk about this. I let this sink in a little bit, let some little bit more information come out. So I want to talk about the young lady that died in Africa. Now I'm not gonna go because I don't have the facts. I don't have enough information, and they say it's an investigation still ongoing, and they haven't announced anything. But a lot of people are even going far to say that the man killed the young lady, and she didn't unalive herself. Let me say that. Now, that's okay for you to believe that. That's just your belief. But some people go online, even celebrities. We got really, really ignorant celebrities and influencers, and they say things as if it's a fact. Number one, the investigators may or may not find out what happened, right? I don't know much about Zanzibar to know if they got really good investigations. They have the resources to investigate this. I don't know that. But they may find out. But so far, the young lady passed away, and the guy's living. So he knows what happened or what led up to it, whatever. That's all I can really say about that in the beginning. So I'm not going to go online and call this man a killer or murderer or nothing like that, because I don't have all those facts to say that. Now, what I think personally, in my opinion, I think it may be some foul play involved. That's what I think. But we'll see. But what I really wanted to talk about is the reaction to this. Because once again, when y'all see situations and y'all hear about things, y'all begin to personalize the situation. I know, and I'm just talking to people of the culture, black people, right? I know a lot of y'all got some issues that y'all need to deal with. I don't know if it comes from childhood trauma, your past, things you're still holding on to, somebody done you wrong or whatever. A lot of y'all got issues, and a lot of people start to say, go online and just post real general things about black males, black females. It's millions of black people in the United States, billions across the planet, across the globe, billions. So not one person, I could say this is a fact, and I'm gonna say this is not my opinion. Not one person, including myself, can say all of these group of people think this way or they're that way. There's no fact. There's no stats. There's no data you can pull where that's factual, because that's not factual. So you're starting off a conversation saying all black men are this, all black women are this, or all white men are this, all white women is that. That's not a factual statement. That's number one. Number two, there are people in real life, including myself, that are in healthy relationships, and we don't get into that stuff. So I'm looking at people online, a lot of males rejoicing and making fun of this young lady's death. That is low level, dirty, clown behavior. And some of y'all way too old to be behaving like this. Because the younger people, younger generation is watching. That's number one. Because you got issues with females that you can't deal with. That's your issue. That young lady and her family, regardless of what she said, regardless of whether you agree with her lifestyle, at the end of the day, she was a human being. And I feel like her family deserved the respect that we don't say nothing bad, because you wouldn't want somebody saying about you or your family. So that's low behavior. But on the flip side of that, a lot of the black women that are online talking about empathy and how was you were making fun of Kevin Samuels. And any black man that you found out may have been dating somebody of the opposite or outside of his race, and he may have said some things about black women. So it's one thing to say, you know what, I ain't got nothing to say about it. And it's another thing to say rest and piss and all these degrading negative comments about somebody who's deceased. Because at the end of the day, that reflects on you. You represent you as an individual. And it's sad that people have to go online and explain this to people. And I know a lot of people are going to go in a little silos and echo chambers, and they're making all types of videos talking about black men and talking about black women and all this generalizing, because that content creator, that's how they make their money. So they make their money on you staying where you at. But you don't know what them people do when they behind closed doors. That's how they make their money. Just pay attention to these people that come online and tell you one thing and keep harping on that. Some of y'all still stuck in the manosphere. Some of y'all still stuck in the pink female sphere, whatever y'all got going on. And we just look at what type of people you are, like how you behave and how you carry yourself, and we say, okay, you on a low level. So at the end of the day, that young lady lost her life. That man is being suspected or looked at, accused, and it's an unfortunate situation, which also goes to a greater point of what's shown on social media, because she was showing the glitz and the glamour, and that's what a lot of influencers do. And behind the scenes, as you can see, it was some cracks. It was some things that wasn't right. You know, we may not know how she lost her life yet, but we know there was some things going on that were not as perfect as what was shown on social media. And a lot of people see that and they think this is what life is about. I want to be like that. And if I go over there and do this, this is how it's going to be. And if this person got this, then this is a good person. That's not really how it goes. If you study history and you study the behavior of people, any human being, if they fall to a certain level, they can commit murder. They could be foul to a person. There's not one race, not one gender, not one person from any group that haven't committed murder, domestic abuse against people of the opposite group or people in their own group. Not one. Nobody can make that claim. So that's a fact. So you got to be careful what you look at and understand that this is just entertainment. If you understand this entertainment, this is how life is, when you start thinking that this is how I'm going to be and it's all good, people are showing you 5 seconds, maybe a couple minutes of their life. 24 hours in a day, y'all. But at the end of the day, it's a sad situation. RIP to the young lady, and peace to her family. I feel bad for her family. My condolences to the family, because not knowing what happened and having a situation like that, man, that's tough. So let me know how y'all feel in the comments. Subscribe to the channel and be careful out there, y'all. Whatever you're doing, just be careful. There's a lot going on. Okay? Talk to y'all later.